Fishery is an industry or occupation. They capture the fishes, process the fishes and sell the fishes is known as fisheries. How they obtain the fishes depends upon how they obtain the fishes. Fisheries are of two types. Capture fishery, culture fisheries. Capture fisheries, culture fisheries. What is capture fisheries? By using different types of nets, they capture the fishes from the water bodies is known as capture fisheries. From where they capture the fishes depends upon where they capture the fishes. Capture fisheries is classified into three types. What is capture fisheries? By using fish nets, they capture the fishes from the water bodies is known as capture fisheries. Depends upon where they capture the fishes. Based on that, they classify capture fisheries into three types. Offshore fishery, inshore fishery, inland fishery, inland fishery. Offshore fishery. What is offshore fishery? Capture the fishes away from the shore, known as offshore fishery. Capture the fishes near the shore, inshore fishery. Both capture the fishes from marine water only. What is offshore fishery? Capture the fishes away from the shore. They use mechanized boats. Inshore fishery, capture the fishes near the shore. They use non-mechanized boats. They operating the small boats manually by using oar. Inland fishery, capture the fishes from the fresh water and brackish water is known as inland fishery. Culture fishery. What is culture fishery? Culture fishery means they culture a selected fishes in fish pond. They convert the agriculture land into ponds. They purchase young fish known as fries or fingerlings from the organization hatcheries and they dump the fingerlings or fries in the fish pond. They provide feed and every day they change the water, maybe 10%, 30%. They provide aerators to generate oxygen. Once the fishes attain marketable size, by using different types of nets, they capture and sell more profit in culture fisheries. What is culture fishery? Under controlled environmental condition, they rear the fast growing fishes. Fast growing aquatic organisms have great demand in the market, maybe prawn, different types of fishes, that is known as culture fisheries. Pisciculture, aquaculture. So, where they culture the fishes depends upon where they culture the fishes. Culture fisheries is three types. Mariculture, so rear the fishes in marine water. Freshwater aquaculture, brackish water aquaculture, mariculture, freshwater aquaculture, brackish water aquaculture. Similarly, depending upon the organisms rearing in culture fisheries, they have given different names. Pisciculture, Pisciculture. Pisciculture means rearing of fishes only. Shell fisheries. Shell fisheries. Shell fisheries means rearing of aquatic organism with shell, molluscans or carapace, crabs. Shell fishery. Fin fishery. Fin fishery means fishes only. Only fishes have fins. Fin fishery. Similarly, aquaculture. Aquaculture. What is aquaculture? In the textbook given, differentiate between aquaculture and pisciculture. Aquaculture means rearing of aquatic animals and aquatic plants. Aquaculture. Pisciculture, rearing of fishes only, known as pisciculture. So fisheries. Fisheries aim at capture, processing and selling of fishes. Depends upon how they obtain fishes. Fisheries is of two types: capture fisheries, culture fisheries. Capture fisheries, if they capture fishes away from the shore, offshore fishery; near from the shore, inshore fishery. Capture the fishes from the fresh water or brackish water, inland fishery. Next one is culture fisheries. What is culture fisheries? So they select fast growing fishes and the meat has delicious meat, means great demand in the market. Such aquatic organisms they rear in fish ponds, is known as culture fisheries. What is aquaculture? Rearing of aquatic animals and aquatic plants is known as aquaculture. What is pisciculture? Rearing of fishes. What is fin fishery? Fin fishery means fishes only. Shell fishery. Shell fishery means the aquatic animals having shell or carapace, that is the hard layer. For example, prawn, crabs. Similarly, molluscans, pearl oysters, shell fisheries. Crab culture, rearing culture of crabs, known as crab culture. Similarly, aquatic weeds also comes under aquaculture. Now we discuss some freshwater fishes, marine water fishes. Freshwater fishes. Katla. Labio rohita, Sirhynus mrigala. These are commonly known as Indian major carps. Indian major carps. Fast growing freshwater fishes, great demand in the market. Katla, commonly known as katla. Labio rohita, commonly known as rohu. Sirhynus mrigala, commonly known as mrigal. In addition to these three Indian major carps, the farmers also rearing common carp, silver carp, grass carp. These are exotic carps, means not native of India, native of China. Common carp, silver carp, grass carp. So freshwater fishes, sometimes in examination they may ask, Labia rohita is a freshwater fish, marine water fish, brackish water fish. Similarly, marine fishes. sardines, mackerel, pomfrets, Bombay duck, so these are the important marine fishes. Tuna, sardines, mackerel, pomfrets, Bombay duck. Bombay duck is a dry fish, used as a dry fish. Marine fishes. Fish is the brain food. Essential amino acids present in the fish. If any person consume fish thrice in a week, that person never suffer from Parkinson disease in future. Nowadays, several human beings during their old age suffering from Parkinson disease. Fish is the food for brain food. Essential amino acids are present in the fish meat. Shark liver oil contain vitamin A. Cod liver oil contain vitamin D. Sardine contain omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids dissolve the cholesterol present in the blood. By using scrap fishes, they are preparing fish meal. By using scrap fishes in the ponds, fish density is more, large fish. So try to injure, damage the small fishes, so they die. So at the bottom of the pond, every day several died fishes are present. So they collect the died fishes and prepare the meal for poultry birds, fish meal. Shark green, dried skin of shark skin is known as a shark green. Shark green is used in polishing industries. By using skin of shark, they smoothen the wooden furniture like sandpaper. So shark skin replaces the sandpaper, artificial sandpaper. Sandpaper is artificial and it is natural. What is shark green? Dried skin of shark is known as shark green, used in polishing industries. Before they apply polish, they smoothen the wooden furniture by using dried skin of shark. Similarly, cod liver, the air bladder of catfishes contain isinglass. The fluid present in the air bladder of catfishes known as isinglass. Isinglass is used in the purification of wine. Isinglass, shark green. Similarly, shark liver oil contain abundant amount of vitamin A. Cod liver oil contain abundant amount of vitamin D. So this is about fisheries. Increase of aquatic organism to provide balanced diet, that is known as blue revolution. Increase the quality and quantity of aquatic animals to provide balanced diet to human being is known as blue revolution. Now we discuss dairy farm management. Dairy farm management. Dairy farming management. Dairy farm management aims at to increase the milk, or dairy farm management aims to rear the animals giving milk and its products. So dairy farming means buffaloes, cows, sheep, goat. So etc. come under dairy farming management. So different products obtained from milk, from the dairy animals, milk, curd, butter, cheese, yogurt, paneer. By using milk, we prepare different types of desserts, chocolates. So products used from dairy animals means from the milk products. Dairy farming. Dairy farming means rearing and breeding of animals giving milk. Dairy farming. So by following some management techniques only, dairy farming is more profitable. Livestock of India and China is about 70%. Is about 70% of total livestock, and their productivity only 25%. 70% livestock, productivity only 25%. The remaining 30% livestock in the remaining countries yield is 75%. That's why Indian cows known as teacup cows. Teacup cows, that means they are giving small quantity of milk. That is the inner meaning, teacup cows. So few years back, 20 years, so 20 years ago, our cows may give 170 liters milk per year, but cattle of Netherlands giving milk 4,100 liters per year. So no comparison. In the textbook also given Jersey diagram. Jersey is one of the high yielding cow. Jersey 4,100 liters per year. Dr. Kurian, father of modern dairy farming. Dr. Kurian considered as father of modern dairy farming, and he is the founder chairman of Anand Milk Union Limited. This dairy farm sell their products in the name of Amul, Anand Milk Union Limited of Gujarat. It is a famous dairy farm in India. Dr. Kurian is the founder chairman of Anand Milk Union Limited and founder chairman of National Dairy Development Board. National Dairy Development Board. So the National Dairy Development Board given the slogan Operation Flood. Operation Flood slogan given by National Dairy Development Board. So that is white revolution. Increase the quality, quantity of milk. So Dr. Kurian, founder chairman of National Dairy Development Board and founder chairman of Anand Milk Union Limited and father of modern dairy farming. Father of modern dairy farming. In India, 3 types of breeds. Milk breed, draught breed, dual purpose. In milk breed, female is high yielding variety, superior characters. Female is high yielding, male is inferior, for farming and transport of their goods. So the male of milk breed is not recommended for farming and transport of their products for marketing. Draught breed, male is superior. So the male of draught breed is recommended for farming and transport of their products to the market. Dual purpose, average. Both male and female are average. So the outstanding female is female of milk breed, outstanding male is draught breed. So generally the farmers prefer female of milk breed. Why? It giving more milk when compared to the remaining breeds. Similarly, male of draught breed is superior. So the male of draught breed is recommended for farming and transport of their products to the market. Now we discuss techniques, management techniques. With the help of the following management techniques, the dairy farm is more profitable. First step is selection of breed. The profit of the dairy farm mainly depends upon selection of breed. They should select the suitable breed. So for example, it is giving more milk, but in European countries, temperate countries, so the farmer should check whether the same breed giving more milk in our climatic condition, more temperature. So selection of breed is important. First they select a breed giving more milk, and at the same time that breed should adjust to our climate. Then only in our climate that breed giving more milk. So they should select such breed giving more milk and adjust to the surrounding environmental climatic conditions. Second one is housing. Second important point is housing. So like poultry shed, so there also construct the houses in east and west direction lengthwise, adjust several windows for ventilation. They provide cleaned drinking water. Housing, they construct the houses in elevated areas, so at the time during rainy season also water never enter into the dairy farm. Next one is fodder. They should select the qualitative and quantitative fodder, also important. Contain balanced diet, proteins, carbohydrates, fats in the recommended level. So such fodder only the farmer should select. Fourth one, while milking, transport of milk, they maintain hygienic condition, minimize the direct contact of milk with hands, minimize to prevent contamination of milk. Next one, regular visit of veterinary doctor is mandatory. Visiting of veterinary doctor is mandatory, compulsory. Mandatory. So regularly if veterinary doctor visit the dairy farm, so he or she able to know the characters of sick characters or cattle contain sickness, immediately by medication rectify the defect before reducing the desirable product, that is milk in case of dairy. So visiting of veterinary doctor is mandatory. The next point is maintain the proper records. Maintain the proper records. If they maintain the records properly, they came to know in which month milk yield is maximum, in which month most of the cattle suffering from diseases. So at the time they can rectify those problems, so dairy farm is more profitable. So they should observe these 6 character: selection of breed, housing, fodder, quality and quantity. The fodder should be balanced diet. While milking, transport of milk, they maintain hygienic condition, cleanliness, minimize the direct contact of milk with handlers to avoid contamination of milk. Visiting of veterinary doctor is mandatory, compulsory. Maintain the proper records. If they maintain the proper records, they came to know in which month milk yield is more, in which month several birds are suffering from diseases. So they may rectify these problems if they maintain the proper records. So this is about dairy farming and management.